What's good, YouTube? You already know we have a lot to talk about. What does it start with? It starts with I have a question battle rap. Yes, sir. So let's get straight into the topic for today. Today's topic: Eazy the block captain just went off on his YouTube and just pretty much put out the video he did when he was live or whatever, and he just went off on the whole URL. The whole URL as a staff and team and everything, and then he just kind of shed light onto a lot. So we got a lot to dissect. So let's get straight into this video. So pretty much one of the main topics that Eazy went over was discussing, actually what was the actual ins and outs and what went down with the cards, with his original card list being blocked, and how kind of what ended up happening was for the better in a way, in terms of just kind of certain matchups were already set, like Danny Myers versus Rosenberg Raw was actually already set up. So he said it really just went back to the original matchup. That's the original matchup he had in plan already. Then he brought some interesting points just all through the whole thing, but he brought up this good point about how with certain people, like Holmesy's his dude. So pretty much Holmesy though came to him and told him, Holmesy actually, we'll start with that though. Holmesy's the one that actually told him that UR was trying to block the card in the first place. And then he went to how pretty much P was the one that P pretty much said directly he don't mess with Eazy no more, and he don't like Eazy, and he's hoping for the brother's downfall. Everything he pretty much said, and then P admitted it. He said he didn't even care. He said P's the one that went around to all the bloggers and telling them that that he blocked the card. Like he didn't care. Like he said, he told them he didn't care. Like he wants it out pretty much. Like he wants that information out. Like he don't mess with Eazy. He don't rock with Eazy at all no more. And he said he's the one that's got the card blocked, or the artist that got blocked. He's the one that blocked them. So Eazy was saying in terms of the bloggers, we're taking a little tangent. In terms of the bloggers, he was saying he would have respected y'all more a little bit, like the bigger ones. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to name drop them, but just all the, if y'all watch me and you already know the higher ups in terms of the actual top tier bloggers already in terms of just views and everything and who they are. So he was talking about them, and he was saying he would have respected them more if they would have been straight up and been like, P's the one that was is the reason why the card got blocked. He was saying there's no need to try to hide his identity or nothing. He wasn't trying to hide it, and he was doing shady stuff. So he's like, just say the dude's name. It's not that big of a deal. So he was saying he kind of would respect more if people would have just stopped. He was like, stop acting like the bloggers got some plug or something that feeds them all the information. He said P was literally calling all these bloggers up, saying like, I'm blocking the card. Like, yes, I don't like that dude. I'm blocking his card. So he went into that, and then he went beginning back to it with Holmesy and everyone. He said he talked to everyone, at least originally, when it came down to whether or not these guys could even, or whether they were in contract or not. All of them originally said they were not in contract. He said he messed up with Prep because he knew Prep wasn't really out of contract, because Prep literally goes and says, if Holmesy's doing it, I'm doing it. So like, he was kind of already just like kind of jumping on the bandwagon type stuff. Prep, Eazy said that one was on him. He said Prep definitely, he should have known was going to back out, or once URL hit him with that, hey, you need to back. Well, we'll say P specifically. It wasn't just URL. It was P specifically that said, yo, you need to back out. They said P was even trying to like low-key threaten people in terms of they can't come to events no more if they go do his card. But then Eazy's like, P don't even have that much power. Like he broke it down. Like, he was going off. Like he was like, P is like literally the most outer gate of the sanction that is the URL. Like he's the most outer gate. They said like he don't even own like percentages. Like they said like Eazy's like, you can ignore that dude pretty much. That's what Eazy broke down a lot of stuff for us that we on the inside that we know us as fans don't know about. And with Holmesy, now Eazy's known Holmesy for a long time, so he was pretty much saying when Holmesy was gonna do it, but then with all the stuff going on and everything, Holmesy literally hit him up and was like, yo, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, I rock with you, but he's like, he's just getting his career kind of back on the right track he wants to go on. Oh no, my bad, that's what Prep said, I think. That's what Prep said, I think. But the whole point is like, in the end, though, they backed out. So it's like Eazy was saying, he still rocks with Holmesy, that's his dude, but he's like, he had to air out all the information. He's going to go off. So he's like, you're going to catch a little flack, but he's like, you know what I'm saying? He still rocks with him. So, but he was going off. He was like talking about Holmesy too. He's like, y'all doing all this stuff and sacrificing for these dudes, and these dudes don't even rock with you like that. He's not really wrong. He's like, how the heck did Holmesy win the tournament and they still ain't pushed, bro? That's just how you know they're not really rocking with him like that. Just as a I don't know, as just a battler or a person, whatever. But it's like, it's very true, because you know what I'm saying. He won the original tournament. He's supposed to get pushed off of that, but he didn't. We barely see him. It's very true. Even though this dude beat Danny Myers in the tournament, and Danny Myers was walling. So it was a lot. He was going through a lot. So let me know what y'all think just off of that. Y'all agreeing with that though, or y'all just shocked? learning about stuff regarding P directly, kind of sabotaging Eazy and calling up all bloggers. Like, I don't care. You could tell them, like, yeah, I'm the one that blocked it and stuff like that. What do y'all think about that? What do you think about P pretty much being the outer sanction of the whole thing? And then to keep going on, Trufo. Now, oh yeah, Trufo. Oh my gosh, Eazy kind of was going off on Trufo because he brought up a good point. He said Trufo originally was hitting him up. Trufo was hitting Eazy up about potential plate, getting a potential plate, and how getting on some bags at Chrome 23 or whatever. So Eazy's like, how the heck do when I'm throwing my event and I'm you the one that hit me, you the one that hit him up. Trufo hit Eazy up. Eazy trying to get the nigga the bag, trying to get him a bag and get him on the card, and then bro gonna back out. So he was saying like you can't be asking for a favor. Then when the bro does you a solid, then you just back out the last second. That is weird. And I'm like that's he's not wrong. Like if I'm asking y'all for the favor and then y'all grant me the favor, and then I'm like never mind at the last second after y'all spent some time and money investing in stuff, you're gonna be like what the heck. So yeah, he went through a lot though, and he pretty much just brought this point of how it's like he's like they're pretty much letting URL control them and keep them enslaved and stuff with the stuff. Oh, and he brought up a good point too. I didn't even notice. I was like, yo, he dropped bombs, bro. He brought the veil down on the URL low key because it's like, yo, and he said, and originally he didn't even want to do this. He said it's just because they're pretty much actively going to war with him. Like P started the war. P started the war because he literally went for his brand, went for his money and everything. So he said. He went off on them. Like he really went off on them. But he brought a point with Holmesy. He was saying how Holmesy probably thought he was out of contract, but he probably wasn't because he said when they signed up to do the next tournaments and like when they signed up to do all these and stuff, he said the URL sometimes try to slide in. You see my hand there? Try to slide in paperwork like for further contracts and stuff. Like they on some industry rap type stuff. Like this is ridiculous, and it's what we as fans be talking about why we can't get certain matchups and stuff because these mug grubbers is sliding you under contract. You don't even know. That's why you got to always have a lawyer read everything. I don't care what it is. Have a lawyer read that, especially you a successful battle rapper on URL. Especially if you out your contract and they give you any paperwork for anything. Make sure your lawyer looks at that and make sure it's valid and it is what they're saying it is because these people's crazy. But yeah, he was talking about that. Talking about, so they be sliding down paperwork, trying to get you to stay on longer so they can keep controlling your career. Then he was going off and he's talking about how are these guys controlling these battle rappers? How are they they're trying to make it seem as though these battle rappers need the URL, but he's like, no, the URL needs the battle rappers. He's like, how are y'all letting them control you? He's like, how are y'all letting them say URL is the machine when the battle rappers are the machine? That's what Eazy was going off, bro. He's like, the battle rappers are the machine. He's like, you guys have all the power. Don't let them psych you out of it and make it seem like you need them. They need you, and he's not wrong. Because he's without the I think I talked about this a while ago in another video too. I'm like, without the battle rappers, you can put all the lights there, you can put all the cameras there, you can do all that. There's nothing there. So he was really emphasizing that battle rappers got to remember they're the brand, they're the product. You got to remember that. So while these guys are getting you paid for the stuff, if everyone said no, if all the battle rappers said no, they wouldn't make no money. So it's like they know this, but they have a way of formulating it and showing this kind of demeanor as if the battle rapper needs them when it's really opposite. So yeah, he was going off, breaking all that down. Eazy was not holding no punches back. I couldn't believe. I was like, but it's good. We need to know this type of stuff because we don't think about all this when it goes into like URL. Yeah, like let me know what y'all think about that though. Just all that. Oh my gosh! And then he wasn't done there. He was talking about the whole situation with the Hitman battle in the Chrome 23 or whatever. He was saying when he was asking them because Eazy, he's a hustler. He's a trapper. He's about his money. He said the whole time he was asking them what's the reason that they didn't want him to take the battle, they was making stuff up just like they wasn't giving him no reason. They were just like, oh, it makes him look weak or something. Like how does that his problem? It makes y'all look weak. That y'all can't that y'all have a bad relationship with Hitman Holla, even though he's pretty much said like they don't hit me up, like he's willing to battle on URL. That's not Eazy's fault. So Eazy's like they never really gave him an actual reason as to why not to take the battle. So if he's getting offered this bread for this battle, why wouldn't he take that? And then if it's like a family, like they be saying, you should be happy for him. He wasn't saying like he was trying to leave URL. They kind of initiated that whole thing once he took the battle and got the contract released or whatever to the point where he could actually legally do the battle. So it's, you know what I'm saying? So he was just like, he's not one to stand in the way of people's bread. He's like, and he said they shouldn't be doing that either. And I respect that completely, 100%. And it just really shows you kind of more of like like they say his business, quote unquote, but there's a lot of emotions and stuff that go into it. He says URL always be asking them to do favors and stuff, and he's like they asking you to do all these favors. He's talking to all the battle rappers, like they're asking y'all to do all these favors, and y'all ain't even really getting paid what y'all supposed to get paid. So it's like you're already doing the favor, and then they asking you for more favors and making you feel like you owe them all this stuff. It's a mental game, so they're playing mental games like a mother grubber in that John. But it's just really toxic in the way that he was describing it. It's like, but it's shocking, like, but it makes sense when we think about all this stuff and the stuff that in the past that's happened. He mentioned Arsenal. He's like stuff that's been going on for like years and stuff. That's the reason why certain artists we saw them leave the URL and be gone for so long. That's the reason, part of the reason why we don't see Hitman on there like that all the time, because Hitman knows his worth. He's on TV and everything. He knows his worth, so he's not going to lower down, and he's not going to sign. He's going to have a lawyer look at all his paperwork, and he's not going to be signing no exclusive deal. He's like, you going to sign, you going to pay me for this battle, I'm going to do this battle, then I'm going to go on by my day. If RBE hit me up next, if so-and-so, if Chrome 23 hit me up next, I'm going to be able to battle on there. You're not going to be able to tell me jack. And I respect that. That's how all the battle rappers really should be, because that way we can get all the battles we need. That way they can, because if you're really worried about if your number one priority should be the product, and that's the battle rappers, so you should always be putting them in the best position. But no, URL's trying to hoard them and trying to control everything, which is messing up potential matchups and everything. When really, you want to put the battle rappers in the best position. If you put a battle rapper in the best position, I promise you, and you're always looking out for their best interest, I promise you they're going to look out for you. So then potentially they might miss out on a bag or something like that, because you feel me, because you're actually leaning on doing it. So look, I'll say it like this too. This is what I was thinking too, and that's why I say they're, in a way, their URL's crazy selfish. Like, look, so like Eazy said, he was asking them for YouTube drops. They wasn't giving them to him. Then the whole opportunity with the whole Chrome 23 and everything happened in the Hitman battle. So he's like, oh, that's at least 1 million views right there on YouTube. I'll be more known. Boom. So of course he's gonna go for it. But if they would have listened to him when he asked for a YouTube drop, and they would have looked out for the brother, because it's like, okay, this is the rising star. He's got other opportunities, acting and stuff that he wants to do and everything. Let's give him a YouTube drop on one of the battles that they already get, and they're going to get money from this. So it's like, not really asking for that much. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm putting money in your pockets from the YouTube account. Oh, I'm so sorry. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if they would have did that and looked out for him, maybe he wouldn't have took the battle with them. Maybe he would have still, but maybe we don't know. But it's just, it's like, seems like they're asking for all these favors and stuff and all this stuff, but they don't really look out for the battle rappers the way they're saying they are, the way it might be portrayed. Or maybe the battle rappers are stuck in the mind game and they're thinking that they are, when really you getting paid way less than you should be getting, bro. You're on the NBA, quote unquote, right? The NBA of the NBA players get paid. So it's like, if you're on the NBA of the dang battle rap scene, you should be getting paid. You should be getting paid. So it was a lot, man. But just wow, like it shed a lot of light on the stuff, and I was just really like, I wasn't like too shocked, but it was just like when he was just breaking it down, and he's breaking this down for y'all, it's just like wow. And he was just talking about, yeah, like he's always gonna be about his bread, and he was talking about just how even with the battle rappers who he's just kind of looking at a few of them in a different light too, because it's like, you know what I'm saying, like I said in the last video, where it's like the same way they were saying that these other people got families, Eazy got a family. So he's like looking at that like, y'all taking bread out of, especially with the URL, y'all taking bread out of his family, his daughter's mouths. Like it's a lot that goes into this. So it was just a lot, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments though. Do y'all agree with a lot that's going on? Are you shocked at all? Do you feel like this is kind of what you expected? So you're already knowing like, okay, boom, I already knew that. That's exactly what I thought was going on. But it's just alarming, man. And it's really just showing us like, what the heck? And like Eazy said, he was like, Smack and Beasley don't bring in the numbers. The Lux, the Mooks, the Tay-Rocks, you know what I'm saying? The Sue Surfs, the Geechee Gottis, you know what I'm saying? The Hollows, you know what I'm saying? All these people and much more. But it's just like the goods, everyone, the Calicos, everyone. So it's like all the top tiers, whatever, DNAs, everyone. So it's like K-Shines. It's just, he's saying the battle rappers respect the battler's talent. It's the battle rappers that are needed, not the leagues. A battle rapper can make a league, but it's like a league can't recreate the work that the battle rapper does. The battle rapper is one that has to come and show up with the rounds and everything. And it's like, yeah, man, it's just crazy when you think about all the politics. This just shed a lot of light more onto the politics that goes down into this, and how when you think about it, you know, they say they have it seeming like the URL is this perfect place, but it's like the politics alone that go into it, that can mess up your career. You could be the best battle rapper in the world, but with the wrong politics and you just trying to look out for yourself and make the most money, and them getting salty, you could ruin your chance. They could try to ruin your chances with all this stuff. And it's just like, and snake you into being stuck on their league. Like, K-Shine, like, what's going on with that? We still ain't seen them battle nowhere else. What's going on with that? It's just like, it's crazy. So when you think about all that, it's just like, man, it definitely makes you kind of look at the URL more. Already what we kind of been peeping on. That seems like the trend right now. Everyone's starting to see past the veil and see like URLs kind of, But now it's just showing you like Eazy kind of dropped a bomb on him. Respectfully so though, because as much as, like he said, P's the outer wall of the URL, he's still part of the staff, and they know exactly what's going on with him. So it's like, when you allow bro to do that stuff and you're messing up with people's families, money and stuff like that, and people's movements and their brands and stuff, that's pretty much a claim of war. So he's gonna retaliate, and he was being quiet. That's what he said. He was trying to, and he said the same thing with when going back and forth about the Hitman stuff. He was trying to keep that in the wraps. But then when they bring it to light, and they keep talking about it, eventually, especially if you're going against them and messing up his brands and his battles and stuff, he's just trying to do for Philly. He's doing that for Philly, bro. He's trying to do, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to put on and make history stuff. So when you're messing up with his stuff, yeah, he's gonna air out the information because y'all started a war. So now you gotta deal with the repercussions of that. So I'm probably gonna end the video there right there. That was kind of a lot of stuff to go into, but it's just like crazy when you think about it. Like, dang, URL, like, makes you just think like, it's a lot of politics in this stuff, man. Shouldn't be like that though, man. It's messing us. It's messing up so many potential battles that we want to see and everything. It's just like when you think about all the stuff that goes into it, and you're like, hopefully one day we can get to the point where we can see like a Tay Rock or whatever on battling a Big K and stuff on the RBE or whatever going on. But it's just like when you think about all this stuff, it sheds light, and you're like, wow, like, who knows, man? But I appreciate you for staying to the end of this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I always appreciate that. It helps me out a lot. If you are new to the channel, please remember to subscribe. If you are already subscribed, make sure your bell notification is on so you get all my posts. I try to post as consistently as possible. As soon as I get off work, like right now, and I see something going on, I'm on it. So I appreciate y'all. Have a blessed night.